gets activated, and so does the electrolysis, which causes the bulb to glow. As we all know, salt water is a good conductor of electricity and acts as the electrolyte. The alligator clips are the anode and the cathode. In dams, when excess rainfall occurs, the alarming rate of water which is increasing falls down to a nearby water body, which prevents flooding. So we have combined the processes of electrolysis and siphon to produce
Experiment is basically based on the principle of viscosity, which is the measurable thickness of a liquid or the resistance of the liquid to flow. So basically what happens is, when you punch the cornstarch molecule, the water molecules move aside, which leaves the cornstarch molecules. And this is an example of a non-Newtonian fluid, because according to Isaac Newton, viscosity depends on heat rather than force.
It shows how magnetic waves can pass through non-magnetic substances. So I've taken a cardboard and given it the form of a racing car, and I've taken this printout of a car and stuck a cardboard with a steel pin underneath it. And then when I keep it on the racing track, I've taken a 30 centimeter ruler with a magnet attached to it. And so when I pull the magnet along, the car will also move. It can be used as a game, as well as it explains the principle that magnetic waves can pass through non-magnetic substances.
This is a model which shows a relationship between the lungs and the diaphragm. When the lungs contract, when the diaphragm contracts, the lungs expand, and when the diaphragm expands, the lungs. This shows a smoker's lung. It represents a smoker's lung. So the glass jar, it represents the lung, while the sponge inside represents the tissue, the skin of the lungs. And an average smoker smokes about 10 to 15 cigarettes in one day. So we burnt about 15 cigarettes in this, and the effect produced on the skin was like this. So after one day of smoking, this is what happened. So after several years of smoking, the lung will be completely damaged like this. Thank you.
Our project basically about renewable energy, which is free to us in nature and will not get depleted, unlike coal and fossil fuels. Okay? So here we have a solar panel which is connected to a pulley, and over there we have a windmill. You can see the solar panel motor right there, which acts as a pulley and pulls the car towards it. Over here, when we go air, the multimeter shows the 10 minutes. You can see the multimeter.
This is basically a waste removal system for the rivers. As you can see, it has a crankshaft, and it scoops up the rubbish from the river. And once you switch it on, it throws the rubbish out of the river and helps to make the rivers cleaner.
The Hero's engine. The Hero's engine was an experiment that was invented about 2000 years ago in Greece. And so that experiment proves Newton's theorem that every action that is in opposite equal to action. So that's what we do. So our experiment consists of paper cups which was attached to it.
Since like this, we know the steadiness of the hand, and plus it's physics. So it makes sound. So with this, you can play like a. You just have to go through without. It's already and I take detergent and put it over this. The color spreads out. Reaction between milk and dish soap shows the spreading out. And then this is a lava lamp. That is when you put any fizzy tablet inside, it blows up. Lava tablet is formed and bubbles come out.
So we're going to show you how the flow is going to take place. From the blood cell, the deoxygenated blood travels into the superior parenchyma and goes to the blood and celiac. And then it goes to the pulmonary arteries and goes to the lung. From there,
vacuum cleaner, the switch, wire, conducting material, battery holder, the cells, and this is the motor. This is the suction pipe. So I
It's going
on
to suck in the paper here.
yeah. So it works properly.
It is normally glass of 3 eggs and some salt. As you can see, this one is full of fresh water, this one is saturated salt water, and this one has equal amounts of fresh water and salt water.
This is a 3D model of the human digestive system, which, as we all know, is one of the most important metabolic systems, which consists of parts like
The mouth cavity, the esophagus, the stomach, the liver, the gallbladder, the pancreas, and our intestines. The food which is consumed by us is broken down by the teeth, and the help of saliva helps to break down the food into smaller parts, which then goes to the esophagus by a movement known as peristalsis, which is a wave-like movement which pushes the food to the stomach. In the stomach, the churning of the foods take place as well as utilization, as my friend will
the most common acid present in the stomach is hydrochloric acid, but as it's a very strong acid, we will not be using that, but we'll use vinegar and baking powder instead. As you can see, bubbles are being formed. This effervescence shows that a neutralization reaction has successfully been performed in the stomach.
After the neutralization and the churning of the food then passes through in the small intestine, where it is absorbed by finger-like projections known as villi. It then passes through in the large intestine, where it further gets absorbed, and the fibers which are present, the undigested fibers, help to push down the undigested food to the rectum where it is stored, and it finally comes out of the anus, which is known as digestion.
This is a combination of many models, which includes like levitation of magnets in low friction crystallization, a simple motor model, a hydraulic crane, flowing water, and rainbow in a glass. So in this low friction levitating magnet, when 3 magnets surround one magnet in a way that the 3 magnets repel the magnet in the middle, the magnet in the middle levitates. And here the same thing, it's like the levitation is nothing but the repulsion of magnets when they are kept in like poles. This is a hydraulic crane. The hydraulic means it is the moving of liquid under pressure to provide mechanical force. So like when you apply pressure in this side of the syringe, the hydraulic crane lifts up carrying fluids. As you can see.
This is crystallization. So this is the slow precipitation of crystals from a solution. It is done by boiling 3 cups of sugar and 1 cup of water, and it is cooled down slowly to form crystals. This is glowing water. It is made up of highlighter ink and water. When it is shown with UV light, it glows with low visible yellow light. This is because the energy from the UV light gets absorbed by this glowing water, so that it emits low energy.
This is a simple motor model. Like most motors, they contain lots of components, but this simple motor model shows the principle of motor, which is electromagnetism. So this simple motor model just consists of a battery, a few magnets, paper clip, and a nail. The principle of a motor is electromagnetism. It spins when it is given a connection to the battery and the magnet.
This is an electromagnet. So as you can see over here, there is a switch which allows the current to flow and also stops the current from flowing. And this is a copper wire. And this is a metallic substance which actually get attracted by magnets. So these copper wires allow the current to flow, and this rod over here is actually magnetized because of flow. And as you can see, it's magnetized because of which the metal gets attracted to it.
Hello, this is our project, RC of the remote control board. So basically, this board of ours works on 3 main concepts. So the first concept, as you can see on this chart, is the Newton's first law of motion, which states that every object in a state of uniform motion tends to remain the same unless an external force is applied to it. Also, we can also see Newton's third law of motion, which tells us that every reaction has an equal and an opposite reaction. Hence,
over here, as you can see, we see the Newton's first law of motion. As when the boat moves forward, it tends to be in uniform motion, and we need another motion or another force to stop the boat from moving forward. And we see the third law of motion. As you see, the propellers of the boat, it tends to move the water molecules in one direction, and the boat tends to move in the other direction. Last but not least, our density. As you can see, we are thermocol based, so though you are not able to see. It moves. It helps. Its density is lower than water, so it tends to float.
It's an animal that produces sound. And
totally recycled materials. It uses Newton's third law of motion. So because there's water in this engine, there's water in this. So because the heat of the candle heats up the water in this, the water expands and turns into water vapor, and it is pushed through this, and it forces till that energy propels to move forward.
So this is a dynamo torch. This can convert kinetic energy into electrical energy and then into light energy. What happens is when we turn the handle over here, the gear inside this starts to spin and powers the generator. The power generator then powers the LED. So it works like this. As you can see, the light turns on. What we have here is a musical instrument. This musical instrument has a sound box. This is a PVC tube. It's made of recyclable materials. So what actually happened is I was selected for this National Science Challenge, and they had given some materials, and using those materials we had to build a musical instrument. So this was the product, and it was quite successful. It came on TV also. So what actually happens is when the string is plucked, the strings transfer the sound energy into this sound box and creates a resonating air chamber inside. This causes the membrane plate to vibrate. These vibrations cause the air to rarefy and compress that our ear interprets as sound. Now moving on to this project, what we have here is an interferometric logic gate setup. So we all know what's a logic gate. A logic gate is simply a physical device that implements a Boolean function and gives yes or no as an answer, which is commonly known as 1 and 0. So over here we've got a helium neon laser. Before I go on to how it's creating a logic gate, let me give you a brief description of what optical components have we been using here. So what happens here is when the light beam passes through this is a beam splitter. It splits the light into two directions, and this mirror reflects it back. Over here, those two beams pass through the beam splitter back again, and they interfere to form a fringe pattern over here. And this has variety of applications in optical computing and optical networks, as cross data transfer can be made easy using this apparatus, and it can be modified by using optical fibers. So that's my experiment.
When we use 6 electrical energy gets converted into heat energy and light energy, where the LED lights up to form a bulb, where the LED lights up to form heat. And as you can see, the LED starts glowing, which produces light, and thus we can relate this to a bulb.
As you can see, it's floating on the tracks, and see over here. These both are the same and they repel each other. You can see over here, the same principle over here. So it repels each other and floats on the track.
Yes, ma'am. This can achieve speeds about 300 miles per hour because there's no friction between the tracks and the train, and thus it's a brilliant engineering masterpiece.
Because of hydraulic pressure and water pressure, the elevator is attached to a syringe, and the syringe is connected to another syringe that is filled with water by a tube. When the piston of the syringe filled with water pushes the other piston of the other syringe, it lifts the elevator because of the water.
Citric acid inside the lemon. The citric acid removes 2 zinc atoms from the zinc plate. In this
project we are going to show you how to treat pennies with two acids. This is vinegar and salt, and this is lemon extract and salt. When vinegar and salt mix together, a solution of sodium acetate and hydrochloric acid forms. This helps to clean the copper oxide from the copper.
Today I should display you a beetle board. The speciality of this is that it deflects from any obstacle that comes in its way. Now as you can see, the weeds are running, but when one of the antenna is pressed down, the respective weed stops, and thereby deflecting it from the object in the opposite direction. Yeah.
This is an experiment of vegetative propagation. This is vegetative propagation by the leaf. So if you pluck a leaf from this sedum morganium plant, the roots grow, and when you keep in the soil, it forms a new plant. This is bryophyllum. It is propagation by the leaf. Plant is formed